Welcome to the land of Barovia, my pets. I am Lord Strahd von Zarovich, and this is my domain. What you will encounter in this land will haunt your nightmares and your waking hours alike. Many folk have come to my realm trying to defeat me in the past 400 years of my reign. None yet have come close to accomplishing the task. The newest group to forego this undertaking is a bunch of ramshackles and misbegotten half-breeds. Why they have come to my land is the question. Have they come seeking the vast treasures hidden in the four corners of my realm? Do they yearn for power that only I can give them? Were they sent by the gods in a last-ditch attempt to overthrow me? We shall soon find out, for this is their story. Welcome to Barovia and the curse of Strahd.
Okay. Did you play again? Yep. Okay. So you guys have decided to leave the body as is. You laid 2 silver pieces over his eyes. Are you guys heading deeper into the woods, heading back to the path?
Let's get back on the path and I guess try to find our dragonborn that decided to leave us.
Okay. That encounter didn't really take overly long. You read the letter. She is a good
Few feet.
50 feet ahead of you guys.
Just kind of strolling.
Could we all kind of pick up the pace a little bit, catch up with her?
Yeah.
Once you tell us about the letter, then yes.
I mean, I'd suggest waiting until you're all
I can say,
in one group to...
I can tell you, I've already told Nigel the contents of the letter, but if you must know, I can tell you when we reach somewhere less, and I look around the woods and uninviting.
Yeah. You are very correct. They are uninviting. Y'all are one group again, and you continue down this path for a couple of more minutes, and you notice wolves are kind of gathering a little bit further back in the forest, kind of keeping an eye on you. Not really closing in anymore. They're standing 15, 20 feet, just kind of walking beside you. Trying to make sure you guys, I guess, stay on the path.
I'd recommend we don't step off the path at this point.
Can I attempt to pickpocket him since I feel that the wolves are kind of weird to see what the letter said, to see why wolves are following us?
I mean, they're not necessarily following the letter. You just
I know.
noticed
No,
that
wait,
they're
letter.
following the group. You didn't tell them about the letter?
I haven't
No,
told
he
them
hasn't told.
yet. They think I'm hiding something, but I've already told Nigel, and I told Nigel. But if she wants to pickpocket, go
Okay.
for
But
it.
I see the wolves and want to know why.
Yeah, go for it.
What are you
Why are you
rolling
rolling
for?
I'm
No,
rolling.
No, pickpocket, you have to...
Yeah, you're
roll
contesting my, perception?
Yeah, that'd be perception.
Great character.
Oh.
Hold on, pause.
Is the mist still following us?
The mist is still enclosing around you.
Okay, it didn't stop at the
You
gates.
weren't winning
It did
this
not.
one.
Yeah, you got me good.
I got a 20.
Yeah, you got me good. I got a 1.
Okay.
So this is as smoothly as it could have gone for her.
Okay.
Literally, she
So-
goes to reach for you. Huh?
No, you definitely pick this letter out from his pocket.
I'll respect this later. Out of character.
I almost want to say along with, no.
I mean, I would be okay with that.
Out of
I
character,
mean-
are you gonna tell me and deal what's the
Yeah,
letter?
I'm getting there.
Okay,
I was
yeah.
just making sure.
Okay, everyone's back in character now. You definitely pickpocket him and see that there's this letter that it's got some blood spots on it. It's got some dirt on it. Looks like it's a little bit old. But yeah, do you want to read the letter or accuse him, or what do you want to do?
I would like to read it and then just say, vampires, huh?
Don't look at me.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
read it already? Okay.
Yeah, just catching you off guard.
Uh,
Wait, are you
Vampires,
reading it
huh?
out loud? Or?
No, I'm reading it, just reading it,
And
and
then-
then after the conclusion, I'm vampires.
Vampires?
I look back and I'm like, I look in my pocket and I'm like, well done, rogue, well done. Yes, There's speak of vampires in the letter. I don't know the legitimacy of said claims. I will say there are likely things in these woods we don't understand based on our arrival here. I had told your dwarf of this. I simply wished to make sure that you weren't distracted by my story and attacked while no one was looking.
That was a damn fine pick. I'm just saying. Okay, so
No, that's why he's like, well done. All right, well done.
okay, anyone else have any questions? Bear in mind, you don't know overly much about vampires.
I'm the only one who has a general knowledge.
You have a general knowledge of on that plane.
And I have no experience.
But you're on a different planet.
Yeah. Well,
Say, I am going to pocket
I'm not
the letter.
aware of that part, right?
You're pocketing the letter.
None of you are aware that it's a different plane of existence.
But we're aware we're somewhere else.
You're aware things just kind of
Did you
feel
just
off.
read the letter?
So I'll when you pocket the letter, I'll give you kind of a scowl. I'm gonna let it happen.
You're not gonna read it out to the rest of the group.
I
So
think
they're
They
still
didn't-
in the dark.
They didn't ask.
She still has no idea there was a bomb.
I asked you if you were gonna read us the letter.
Yeah, no, she literally said vampires.
I was waiting for him to explain.
And I've already explained that I will explain when we are in a less dangerous environment.
I would like to see
Well, let's
this
hurry
letter.
the fuck up then.
I'd like to read this letter
That's
when
where
we're
I
out
was
of
at.
this open area.
That's fine.
The beginning is
fire
kind of
ass.
sorry, but the beginning is kind of slow.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
It gets a lot better.
Oh no,
I'm
thank you.
liking it so far.
I'm
It's
not.
eerie. I like it.
I mean, we're doing okay with that.
I mean, the eerie
So-
music
No, the
is
music is
beautiful.
great. Yeah, I'm glad I'm glad I decided to say screw it and take care of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were going to leave it.
I was. That would have been a mistake.
Yeah.
Could you get me a drink as well, please? Just whatever you grab.
Okay, so you guys, I presume, continue walking.
Mm-hmm. Are we caught up with?
Yeah, y'all
Yeah,
are one group.
We're all
again.
one group.
He did mention that.
No, it's y'all just ignore it. I said it before, but it's fine.
I caught up.
I'd rather you ask twice than
Then not
know.
now.
Especially with this.
Yeah.
There are certain things that I'm only gonna say once. But
Right.
anyways, so you guys are one group again. You are heading towards this path. The wolves, 15, 20 feet to either side, seem to be keeping pace with you. Not really threatening or anything, just kind of keeping watch. The mist is following you as well. And given another 4 or 5 hours, you come across a clearing, basically the end of the forest. At the end of the forest, you see that the land you are in is essentially a rather large valley. Mountains border the edges, and you see a dense fog barring the perimeter. It's got a faint green hue. The land itself is made of rolling hills, and off to your left you see a river. The river is a clear blue, almost blue like the winter sky. Also, at your point of view, you can make out a weary-looking village with tired old structures around it. The river skirts around the village, and on the other side of the village is a stone bridge that crosses over the river. The village itself is sitting at the base of a sheer cliff. Sitting atop the cliff, like a heavy crown on a head, is a large castle. 2 tall towers peak above the walls of the castle, which look down on the village below, almost as if keeping watch on it.
Music suffices for that.
I love this
This
music.
is working out. I'm almost
Like-
I'm almost nervous it's listening to us. I'm almost there.
Yeah.
So basically, you guys are on top of the hill. You can kind of see a pretty good outline of what you guys are looking at. The only village you guys see, or only settlement, I suppose you could see from this vantage point, is the small, tired-looking village at the base of the cliff, and this fucking like monolith of a castle that looks rather terrifying, seeming to peer down on the village.
This definitely does not look like a friendly kingdom.
Well,
You're not wrong.
not the unfriendliest settlement I've seen, but a settlement nonetheless. We're going to be far safer in the village than we are in the opening.
I second that.
I mean, I heard something in the background a little bit ago. I mean, aka out of character, the wolves. I think we should go into the village.
So you guys head towards the village. As you leave the confines of the forest, you notice that the wolves do not follow you any further. The mist kind of halts at the edge of the forest as well, opening up to the fields around you. You travel down to the village. As you get to the, we'll call it the start of the village, you notice, looking around, that you see, well, as you're approaching the edge of the town, you see tall shapes. I'm just trying to go with the script as well as trying to pull stuff out of my ass. When you arrive at the edge of the town, you see tall shapes looming out of the dense gray fog. The slick mud underfoot gives way to old, worn cobblestone, and the tall shapes gradually become recognizable as city dwellings. The windows of each house stare out in pitch blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for a mournful sob that echoes to you from a distance, and a small rhythmic squeaking from something that seems to be coming closer.
A squeaking?
Yeah, just a...
Like a squeak toy squeaky?
just like a something
squeaky
needs
wheel?
a little bit of oil.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a wheel on a cart. Just...
Yeah. As you make your way through the village, the squeaking becomes slowly louder until eventually breaking out of the wall of fog itself is a lowly hunched figure bundled in rags pushing a creaky wooden cart that rattles as it goes along the cobbles.
I'll call out gently.
Okay. What did we call that last time?
What? Oh, calling out without scaring the ever-living shit out of someone?
Yeah.
That was charisma.
That would make sense.
It's an 18 plus 1, 19.
Okay, as you call out gently, just kind of enough to make said figure aware of your presence, the head of the figure pushing the cart looks up, and you see the face of a kindly-looking old woman that lights up upon sight of you guys. Oh, hello, dearies! She
I
starts.
definitely don't trust her.
Sound like Mrs. Doubtfire.
I am so glad you got that. Okay, and she starts pushing her cart eagerly towards the group. As she gets closer, she says in a very sweet, kind of sweet old. I make like cakes and stuff for a living.
Everyone's favorite grandma.
Yeah, everyone's favorite grandma type voice, which I'm just going with bass Miss Doubtfire. Oh, it's so nice to see some new faces around here. What be your names? Everyone around here calls me Gran.
You got that from freaking Avatar, didn't you?
Somehow that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. You can call me Volpus, and I'll give a slight bow.
And she kind of looks a little intrigued by the odd bow, but kind of does it back.
Appreciate it.
Out of character. What's up with the bowing? Is that just...
That's
Just
how I was
yeah,
raised.
it's a blood hunter thing.
Oh, okay, because I don't know much about his character, and he
No,
hasn't-
That's the
totally
point.
Okay, that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
He's been in this area, well, not this area, but he's been around for a couple of weeks now.
So, back in character, I get kind of a weird look at him. He keeps bowing at everything, and it's kind of weirding me out.
You
a
know
little
what
bit.
about is it's a symbol of respect.
No, the fact that he does it to everybody, like, making me more intrigued to know more about this.
Okay.
Curiosity, because we don't know you.
Well, I am thrown off by social cues. I'm not the greatest, so I attempt to bow, but I end up curtsying. And I am Negul.
And I'm
She looks at you kind of puzzled and like hesitantly like curtsies back, and she's a little intrigued by your oddness.
During that exchange, I'm gonna.
But she smiles.
And say during that exchange, I cock an eyebrow at Nicole because I'm fairly certain he's mocking me.
Did you say your name?
I said I
Yeah.
am Negul.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? I mean, you all have the option to keep hushed or say.
I say I would like to approach her and inform her that I am a noble from the kingdom of Everesk, and I would like to know more about this area.
Oh, a noble, you say, dearie? Well, that's fascinating. Did you happen to see the castle up there? I believe there's some nobles up there, too.
Way more information than I would have given out.
Yes, I have seen. Do you know what kingdom is this? I am not familiar.
Oh, dearie, yes, of course I know what kingdom this is. This is the kingdom of Barovia, okay? Yeah.
That sounds bad.
It's the kingdom of Barovia.
Yeah, that's where the vampire is.
Nudging you guys.
I mean,
Didn't
yeah,
you
it
want to
was-
say something about Barovia?
Yes, the
You
letter
guys
did
don't
say
know
something
about it though.
Oh,
Yeah, you never.
Yeah.
So as she's kind of like lost on why Feliciane is so Feliciane, I'm guessing Nagol will probably have a reaction too. I'll pull those two aside and inform them of the important highlights of the letter.
Us two?
Yes, you two.
The only two that.
So the two of you now know the highlights about the letter.
Anything else?
So where is everyone in this kingdom?
You want to say
Oh,
something?
sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm Teal, and what I will do is I will show my hands, and I will show fire coming out of my hands.
And she just gets this like glistening intrigue
magic.
in her eyes. Teal, a beautiful name, that one.
And when she does her fire thing, I'm gonna.
Slightly wince.
Nods, looks at shoulder.
Yeah.
I can heal you by the way
Teal,
later.
a beautiful name, that one. Best be putting those fires away though. It's best not to draw attention in this land.
Why do you say that?
Well, the Devil Strahd, of course.
Strahd. Who's
Well,
Strahd?
full of attention, anyways.
Say it again.
I said, well, I'm always full of attention.
Oh no, you're
Pull
pretty
all the attention.
Who is this Strahd you speak of? Oh, and by the way, my name is Thea. Since I never mentioned my
just
name
kinda
was Thea.
brushing that. Okay. Well, you don't know if the Devil Strahd.
No,
I'm
I
afraid most of us are in the dark on this Strahd character.
Oh goodness. Where are you folks from?
And
Yes.
before anyone says anything, I'm going to interrupt completely all of them, not her. I'm going to say, we're travelers. We ended up here through a sort of misfortune, you might say.
Oh, I see. Yes, that does happen. That does tend to happen on occasion, dearies. Yes. I see. You wouldn't happen to know what the place is that you've been from, do you?
I technically did tell her what.
No, you
No,
said
you said
were
your
noble.
nobility from a blank kingdom. It didn't mean
Yeah.
you told her where you're from.
Well, it depends on if they know the area.
I'm
Probably not.
They've been in a different plane for hundreds of years.
Yeah. Is she just a human?
From what you can see.
So I'll say we all have slightly different backgrounds. I can't speak for everyone. I'm slightly nomadic myself.
Oh, you'll get lots of that here.
Going back.
I'm gonna eyeball everyone else with a very obvious like. Don't new information.
Is Strahd
Dude.
the
But then again,
Don't drink
who
more.
is the Strahd? You never really explained. Who is the Strahd?
Oh, the Devil Strahd.
Yes, but
He's the high king of Barovia. He's
what's with these?
he's been high king for several hundred years now. Best not to catch his attention.
But what's with
Devils.
the name Devil?
I was about to say, Devil Strahd sounds like a very interesting title for a king.
Oh, that's dearie. That's just what the locals call him. I personally prefer just to kind of keep it on the down low and just call him Lord Strahd.
say a few
You know
hundred
what that
years?
sounds
Is he
like.
But if you
of elven blood?
Oh no, dearie, nothing like that. No, he was born human. Yeah. Yes, he was born human.
And what is he now?
Oh, dearie, there's many speculations about that. Some claim him to be a wizard of vast power, and she kind of like looks left and right and makes sure that no one else is overhearing, and kind of leans in towards you and says, and some even say he's a pyre of sorts, a vampire, and just kind of just taps her finger to her lips.
Interesting. That's valuable information. Thank you. Well, I noticed that your cart seems to be making quite the racket as you travel.
Oh, this darn kicks the cart. Old cart's been giving me nothing but headaches. But I mean, it takes my proficiencies from point A to point B. I mean, I got to make a living somehow.
Well, there you notice there's not very many people in the village here.
Oh well, I mean, it's the evening.
We gotta take out the dog.
Yeah.
Most folks just try to keep their head down and stay inside during the evening.
Well, do you know of a local spot that we might find some shelter for the evening?
Oh well, dearie, you might want to check out the local tavern. It's called the Blood of the Vine. No wait. Yeah, Blood of the Vine Tavern. It's just down the road.
Well, thank you very kindly. Where are you heading? Is it along that route?
Sorry, dearie. No, I don't stay in the cities. I just I come to the town to sell my dream pies. That's how I make my living.
Well, I wish you best of luck, and here's a gold piece to hopefully get your wheel a little more on track there.
Oh, thank you, dearie. Thank you very much.
Just throw away his money.
You know what? For that, why don't you have one of my wonderful dream pies?
And I'm gonna
Yeah, they're dream pies.
I'm gonna respectfully kind of do like, oh no, thank you, I couldn't.
Oh, please, dearie, I insist. It's.
I will
It's what
gladly
this-
accept.
Okay.
I'll accept it with two hands.
Okay, I will say there's only one dream pie is free.
Yeah, I'll accept it with two
And
hands.
since he gave the
Do you
gold,
want
he
to
gets first.
put it in
And
your
I'll
inventory?
hand it. Sorry, no disrespect. Just she seems very interested in trying it. I have a figure to keep.
She kind of looks you up and down.
This is not how
Yeah,
I
no,
look.
I understand. She kind of looks you up and down. It's like, definitely understand, dearie. Gives you a wink.
Oh,
Oh, God,
no, I'm getting hit on by the old lady.
I love her.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so you
Strahd.
now have a, well, you know what, there's three options. So, you kind of ask what type of dream pie there is. She explains that, it's a lovely old family recipe. She's got a meat pie, which, I mean, it's, actually in the medieval times, that was
Actually, it was a
good.
delicacy.
Yeah.
I just
Sweeney
keep thinking
Todd.
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, that's exactly where I went.
She's got a meat pie. She's got a maple nut pie, which, considering you're an elf, you might like that one better. She's also got a what she's calling a hearty pie. It's filled with vegetables, and it's got the actual like crust of it. It's got a potato. It's a potato base.
It's like a chicken pot pie. Right?
Well, what do you want there, noble brat?
So I'll try the maple nut pie.
Okay. She whips off the covering sheet that's on this cart, and you just get this glorious waft of like you can tell they are just like amazingly cooked pies. All of them. It's just cooked to perfection. She looks around, kind of spots the maple nut pie, and whips one up. Gets like just kind of. She's got sleeves on, or like her.
Cloak.
Yeah, she's got a cloak, and
Like
she's
little
got like
bags.
little pockets. Whips out a covering for it, and just kind of drapes it on top, tucks it underneath, kind of
magic it.
kind of seals it up, and hands it to you, and then you hand it to her. She looks at you, and after you hand it off, like, best eat it all at once, dearie. Gives you another wink. No, best eat it all at once for full effect, dearie. Wink.
Before the what?
For full effect. And I'm not gonna say anything.
No, nothing.
It smells
What sort of effect?
smells like it would come straight out of the elven kitchen.
Oh, thank you, dearie.
Sounds like more noble Bradish.
Out of character, can we ask about the effect? 'Cause there's already
I mean, he already asked in character.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Oh, dearie. You may have noticed that this land is kind of full of dark and dreary times. I make these pies so people can temporarily escape to a happier place.
Drugs.
That's why people buy my pies.
Scuba.
Scuba.
Wait, did you actually ask that in character?
No.
Well, I think, I say, well, I wish you best of luck on your travels and sales, and I think we'll be seeking shelter for the night.
Oh, best of luck to you, dearie.
And I'll
She kind of picks up her cart and shuffles along. As she's walking along, she's singing I'm not gonna call it a Mariel tune, but picture a Mariel tune in a place that's been oppressed for hundreds of years.
You
Weird.
said merry old tomb, and I was like, no, that sounds
Oh
about
yeah, I
right.
know Mariel tune.
Imagine a merry old tomb, but it's a song.
So yeah, she goes
um,
the opposite direction that you guys are going.
as she's walking away, I'll turn to you guys and say, well, if what is being suggested is true, then it'd probably be best to seek shelter at our nearest convenience. I'm gonna guess that'll be the tavern.